What up? What up? What up, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on, fellas? How are we doing tonight? Today is a beautiful day, beautiful day in the neighborhood, January 23rd. Um, we're almost out of the month now, almost out of the first month. The first quarter is third of the way done. What have we done with that? What have we accomplished? What have we uh, established? If we haven't, then we got to calculate what's necessary to get there. If we are, take a moment to celebrate and let's keep grinding. Um, today was intense, y'all. Today was intense. I went to bed last night. I did the live pretty late last night, working on the computer a little bit longer, trying to get some things done. So well, not to get into too many details, but the bottom line is there is a accumulation of things that occurred yesterday, that caused me just not to be able to sleep well. So I was having, first of all, I couldn't sleep because I was so hyped, um, after yesterday's live. Try to go to bed, just couldn't really have a good night's sleep. And I was getting these like heart palpitations. Like, well, I don't even know if it's, so I was describing it to somebody. They explained it as like flutters or something. Like, yeah, flutter is a good word. But it was like in my chest and my heart was beating faster than normal, but nothing else was going on. I didn't have any headaches. I didn't feel dehydrated, like in the sense of, those symptoms that come with dehydration, so no headaches, no other pain anywhere else, no chest pains. It was just a little weird, whatever was going on with my chest, not being able to sleep and just feeling it's like my heart was beating through my chest. I could feel so I didn't know if it was, blood pressure related, whatever. I normally don't have high blood pressure, like, when I get checked or whatever. So I didn't know if it was that, but it definitely got me to the place of concern. Thankfully, I kind of already had an appointment set. So I just called the, doctor, kind of let him know, this is what's going on. And they were able to get me in today. And so I got up this morning, didn't go to work, and went to the doctor's. Um, and it was, it sucks to get to recognize your um, humanity. Well, humanity is not the best word for that. Uh, that I'm not invincible. It sucks to know that. It sucks to, I mean, I guess we do know that, but to be in a situation where it is put in front of you that you are not invincible, that you are indeed mortal, right? And you will start to go through, especially in my age, I'm gonna start, dealing with certain ailments that I never had to deal with in the past. I recognize today that I am getting old. I didn't want to say it out loud. But I guess medical you know issues can happen at any age. I recognize that, but there are certain things that I didn't have to concern about in regards to my lifestyle that now I have to kind of consider a lot more. So the doctor did an EKG. That went okay. He said my heart was fine. He was concerned about my blood pressure, and they did run some took to run some tests to do some blood work, and then I find out tomorrow what's going on. Of course, we already know that health is wealth, and if you don't have your physical strength, you don't have the ability to move around, it is difficult for you to really have the freedom that you want in life. We know that there is it's good to be healthy, and many of us do take our health for granted. As those who have conditions, whether it's conditions that could have been like mine, that could have been avoided, prevented, but also if I choose to do what I need to do in order to manage whatever's going on with me, I'm also hoping and praying that there could be a reversal as well. But where I'm at right now, there's that potential. You know, if we imagine, I can't even imagine those who have conditions that, it wasn't because of a behavioral or lifestyle practices. It was life, whether something happened to them or whether it was a genetic situation. Um, you have to appreciate life wherever you are, wherever you find yourself. And I was reminded today that I can't take my life for granted, especially in light of everything that we've been talking about, right? Yesterday we talked about me playing soccer with my son and just enjoying being with him. It would suck to not be in his life because of lifestyle choices, you know, because of things that could have been avoided, but because I didn't have discipline in terms of my food and diet, that I caused myself an illness that caused my life to be shorter than God willed it to be. And now my son doesn't get that person to pour into until his later years. These are the years now. He's 8 now. These are the years now where I can fashion and mold and those impressionable years. This is it. And if I can't be here for him when God has given me such a great responsibility, right? And like, that's what we talked about yesterday, then, I pass away, then what? Then I go to God and he's like, bro, like I gave you a task and a job to do, and you couldn't do it simply because you didn't steward your health. So, doctor definitely challenged me today. We had a talk prior in our last appointment, and not only, and I basically didn't follow up with none of his advisement, and not, I can vent to y'all, not vent, but I can be vulnerable with y'all, right? I can share. It's not because I did not want or believe. It's just that life started life, and like we said before, we raise the urgent things we focus on the urgent things, and the really important things kind of slip through the cracks. And I realize that I can't let that happen. I shouldn't ever let it happen, but especially this year, I feel like there's something that's very unique about this year, that God is doing in my life, where we are in our families, in this season that we're in this space, this place, in the part of our journey that God is taking us through. It is essential for me to steward everything that He's given me, because we need to remember, delete the things that's unnecessary this year, so that we complete the things, the tasks, the goals that God has called us to complete, so that we can compete, meaning thrive in this new place that God has given us, because we're not going to stay here forever. The journey must continue. He's going to bring us to bigger and better things, and we need to be able to master where we are in order to navigate the next place, the next journey, the next realm, the next dimension, whatever you want to call it, that next place in our lives. And so, yeah, man, I was definitely convicted today, challenged today. But we will have the victory, and we already do have the victory in Christ Jesus. I just need to, you know, practice what I preach, especially in the area of my health. And so I have to definitely up the challenge, my physical challenge of, working out and the whole 5K thing. I can't sleep on that. I'll share more about that, probably towards the end of our lives. So today's day 7. And so we will continue, and as we go towards the end, I can kind of update you guys and kind of let you guys know how my journey with that is going. Yeah. So that's that, man. It was a tough day, first of all, because I was just so tired. So after I came from driving from the doctors, I just came home. My wife was home today, and I was like, "Can I lie down in her lap?" And I just was there for a couple hours. Then she left to go pick up my son, and I was on the couch for a little bit more. I just needed to just rest. Um, and so, yeah, and so that's what we got going on today, y'all. Nothing too, I mean, exciting, like thrilling. Like it's definitely not exciting, but definitely things that we need to progress to. We definitely got some things that we need to do, and so I'll share with you guys as we go along how that journey is. I get the results of my test tomorrow, so I'll probably share that in tomorrow's live. So yeah, so that's my day. I hope you guys' day went well. And if it did or didn't, share it on the comments. Share it on the comments. Right now, we're going live on Facebook and on YouTube. And we'll continue to do this thing, especially as we progress after the 15-day challenge. I'll be starting our podcast series, our Memoir Men Chop Talk series, and that'll be fun too. Good back and forth communication between us, so that we can continue to keep walking together. Because as you guys know, no man leads alone. And so thankfully I got people in my life that can help me in those areas of getting my health right and getting my physique right. So I'm gonna pull on those people, to pull on my dietitians, pull on my, what I'm saying, my fitness gurus out there. So look, if you're in that field, then look, hey, holla at your boy. Maybe we can, partner in some way, because I need to get right. So yeah, that's important. We all have our team, our ecosystem, right? And we need to tap into them, because I can't do this by myself. I got too much. That's why you think I'm in this situation in the first place, right? Because I got so much. It's difficult for me to manage it all, and so I need to reprioritize, right? Resort, put what's most important first, have a structure and a plan for those. And the things that I cannot manage or navigate, whether it's because I don't have the gift, the resources, or simply the time, then those are the things that need to be delegated. Because I need to have a healthy life. I want to have a prosperous life. I want to live well with my wife. I want to live well with my family. I want to live well with the community that God has given me to be a part in, to share with, those who influence me, and those that I can influence, and have wonderful, wonderful relationships. I want to honor him. I want my life to be glorifying to him. So I can only do that if I'm existing in the flesh at the moment. I guess on the other side, we will be able to glorify his name, but it's not like I'm trying to get there now. That's going to be forever. Let me enjoy myself now. I already learned my lesson one time. We rush to be grown ups because we want to be grown, but by the time we get grown, we're like, dang, I wish I could go back and be a kid, because I won't have to worry about half of the stuff that I deal with. I'm not going to make that mistake twice. So I'm going to enjoy myself on this side of glory. I ain't in a rush to go to the other side.